Hey, welcome to a new video. The archaeological site of Gobedo is a significant historical location in the Tenere Desert in the northeastern Niger. It's the oldest known cemetery in the Sahara Desert, dating back to approximately 8000 BC. The Gobedo site provides insight into the life and burial practices of early human societies in the region. A team of archaeologists led by Paul Soreno explored and began excavations at the site in the year 2000, continuing their work in the subsequent years. During these excavations, they uncovered an extensive complex of burial sites containing a wealth of human remains, artifacts, and evidence of early cultural practices. These graves were found to be carefully arranged, with individuals buried in various positions. Additionally, grave offerings were discovered, including pottery and stone tools, suggesting that the people buried there may have believed in an afterlife. Furthermore, remains of animals, including fish and crocodiles, were also found. Are you new to this channel? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And before we start, also like the video. Residents of the Tucson area in the United States were perplexed by the sudden appearance of numerous small purple spheres in the heart of a desert. The mysterious discovery was made by Geraldine Vargas and her husband during a leisurely walk. The couple stumbled upon this peculiar collection on a Sunday, and they were fascinated by the glittering spectacle. Upon closer inspection, it was noted that some of these spheres had watery consistency, while others appeared translucent. In an attempt to unravel the mystery, the couple reached out to a friend who was a zoologist, who also couldn't identify the nature of these peculiar spheres. A local news station decided to investigate the spheres and describe them as sticky marbles that released a liquid substance when pressed. However, what the spheres were, their origin, and what happened to them remains a mystery. Have you ever wondered how these massive stone formations came to be, or for what purpose early civilizations created them? These huge stones that are usually arranged in circles are actually the calendars for ancient society. These stones were once adjusted to the position of the sun and stars. This is how people back then could tell when spring, summer, fall, and winter would arrive. Perhaps the most famous site is the 5,000-year-old and mysterious Stonehenge in England. However, according to a recent discovery, some earlier civilizations had this clever practice in place more than 7,000 years ago. But this was not established until researchers uncovered the Nabda stones, located in Nabda Playa in Libya. The Nabda stones are also believed to have been man's first attempt to make a serious connection to the night sky. The Al Jassasiyah rock engravings in Qatar are a collection of ancient petroglyphs that have puzzled experts for years. These engravings, found on the rocky outcrop of Al Jassasiyah, depict various symbols, including images of pearl boats. The exact meaning and age of these engravings remain the subject of ongoing debate and speculation. They are located on a limestone ridge near the northeastern coast of Qatar. The engravings display various motifs such as ships, animals, footprints, geometric patterns, and humanoid figures. Researchers find it challenging to use carbon dating techniques to determine their age. Generally, it's believed that they date back to the prehistoric or early historic period, possibly ranging from hundreds to thousands of years old. What do you think these mysterious symbols mean? Let me know in the comments. In the middle of a barren desert, a river was observed. This rare phenomenon was attributed to erratic weather patterns in the Middle East during that period. The desert in Saudi Arabia, specifically in the village of Alit, also experienced a remarkable phenomenon. While waterfalls are typically associated with flowing water, in the desert, sand fell from a cliff. This unique occurrence is the result of changing weather conditions in the desert. Wind pushes the sand, causing it to flow down from the cliff and resemble a sandfall. What you see here took place in the Negev Desert in Israel, where a river that had long been dry suddenly came back to life. For many centuries, the area has followed a pattern of water appearing and then disappearing again, due to sudden and heavy floods. The landscape in the region can be quite dramatic, with steep canyons and winding dusty trails. When rainwater flows through these areas, it creates small waterfalls and flows over the uneven and dusty terrain. The Dead Sea Scrolls are considered one of the most valuable discoveries in history. They are ancient Jewish Hebrew writings containing the earliest known texts of the Bible and other documents about Judaism. They also shed light on how Christianity actually came to be. The collection of manuscripts was found in the 1940s and 1950s in the desert caves of the West Bank near Dead Sea. Recently, Israeli archaeologists found more pieces there, which are believed to be new Dead Sea Scrolls. These are also the first new scrolls discovered in 60 years. Experts say these fragments also contain Greek text. About 80 new pieces have been found in where Israel calls the Cave of Horrors. The reason for the name of this cave is because 40 human skeletons were once found there during an excavation. The Well of Bate, also known as the Well to Hell, is a natural sinkhole located in Al-Mahara, Yemen. It's garnered attention and earned its ominous nickname due to its mysterious and impressive appearance. The sinkhole has a circular entrance with a diameter of approximately 98 feet or 30 meters at the surface and descends to a depth of 367 feet, or 112 meters. The immense depth and darkness that surrounds it have contributed to its eerie reputation, making it difficult to observe the bottom. The lack of light and the unknown nature of what lies in the depths have fueled speculation and folklore surrounding the well. The sinkhole is located in a remote and deserted area, leading to the local community to believe that the well is cursed or a haunted place. Fairy circles are a natural phenomenon of circular patches of barren ground surrounded by a ring of vegetation, typically found in arid and semi-arid areas, including deserts. The exact cause of fairy circles remains a subject of scientific debate. One theory suggests that the circles are created by termites, which build extensive underground networks that regulate water flow and nutrient distribution in the soil. Another theory proposes that plants themselves play a role in the formation of these circles, as they compete for limited resources. Fairy circles can vary in size, ranging from a few centimeters to several meters in diameter, and they often occur in regular patterns across the landscape. Their precise geometric shapes and the contrast between the bare center and lush vegetation at the edge add to their enchanting allure. In some cultures, it's believed that fairy circles are the result of supernatural beings or spirits dancing in circles, or even the footprints of mythical creatures. The most modern theory is that they are crop circles created by extraterrestrial beings. Do you believe this as well? The Wadi Alitan is one of the most important fossil sites in the world, and it's located in the western desert of Egypt. It was designated a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 2005, after scientists discovered hundreds of whale fossils there. And not just any whale fossils, but fossils of the extinct very first whale species, the Archaeoceti. Of course, if you think about it, finding fossils of an animal that lived in the ocean in the middle of a desert is quite strange. But this discovery reveals just part of the evolution of whales. They appear to have evolved from mammals, which lived on land. The first ancient whale fossil was unearthed in 1902, because the site is very difficult to access. The first ancient whale fossil was unearthed in 1902. Because the site is very difficult to access, researchers were not able to explore the area fully until 1980, when four-wheeled vehicles became available. In addition to whale fossils, they also found fossils of other prehistoric animals, such as sharks, crocs, and turtles. In 2003, an unusual discovery was made in the Atlantic desert of Chile, a small skeleton known as Atacama alien skeleton. The skeleton, measuring only about 6 inches or 15 centimeters in length, attracted significant attention and speculation about its origin. Initial speculations suggested that the skeleton could possibly be an extraterrestrial, being due to its unusual features and size. However, subsequent scientific analysis revealed that the skeleton was that of a human fetus, albeit with various genetic mutations contributing to its unique appearance. Despite the scientific explanation, the Atacama alien skeleton remains a subject of conspiracy theories. Some individuals still believe that the skeleton is evidence of extraterrestrial life or a government cover-up operation. A mysterious staircase was found in the desert, characterized by enormous vertical walls on either side, resembling a descending passageway found in the Great Pyramid. It's speculated that the staircase connects to an underground reservoir of groundwater. At the bottom of the staircase, about 49 feet or 15 meters down, was a pool of dark, muddy water and some vegetation, indicating a rise in the water table. The exact purpose and age of the staircase remain uncertain. While the site is not located in the Giza itself, there have been speculation about its function, ranging from a Roman well to an entrance to an underground network or a burial complex. According to the article, the region has a long history of habitation, dating back to the first dynasty of ancient Egypt, and has seen influences from Greek and Roman civilizations. The Maori Man, also known as Stewart's Giant, is a colossal geoglyph located in the Australian outback, near the town of Maori in South Australia. This enormous artwork, etched into the desert floor, measures approximately 2.6 miles or 4.2 kilometers in length, and is best viewed from the air. However, the origin and purpose of the Maori Man remains a mystery. It was discovered in 1998 by a pilot flying overhead, and its creation has led to speculation about its meaning and the identity of the creators. The figure depicts an Aboriginal man holding a throwing stick, and it's suspected to have been carved using heavy machinery. The artwork is periodically maintained and restored by local volunteers, but its existence continues to be subject of debate. Fragments of canary yellow desert glass have been found in the eastern part of the Libyan desert. The Great Sand Sea Glass, as it's called, has kept experts busy for years with all kinds of questions. Where does this yellow glass come from? Or does the desert naturally make it itself? What made the Libyan glass even more mysterious is that researchers discovered that a breastplate was present in King Tut's burial chamber. This golden breastplate bears a scarab beetle carved from Libyan desert glass. So that means this mysterious glass existed more than 3,000 years ago. However, it seems that scientists have finally solved the puzzle. It turns out that the glass was formed by a meteorite impact some 29 million years ago. This was determined after a careful analysis of the yellow glass revealed that it contains a mineral called iridite. This can only come from meteorite impacts. This fascinating YouTube video shows an incredible phenomenon: a river of fish flowing through a desert landscape. How can this happen in an environment typically devoid of water and aquatic life, you might wonder? The explanation for this phenomenon lies in the unique nature of seasonal rivers or wadis. These rivers are usually dry for most of the year, but experience occasional sudden floods during periods of heavy rainfall. The floods can temporarily transform the arid landscape into an aquatic habitat, attracting fish and other aquatic species. During the rainy season, a sudden downpour fills the wadis, creating a surge of water through the desert. Fish, which may be dormant under the dry riverbed, take advantage of this opportunity and swim upstream, navigating through the temporary watercourse. The fish seen in this video are likely adapted to survive in extreme conditions, with the ability to endure long periods without water. They can quickly populate the temporary river and make use of the available resources until the water recedes. Concrete arrows are large concrete structures that were once used as navigational aids for early airmail pilots in the United States. These arrows, often accompanied by nearby beacon towers, were the part of the transcontinental airway system, established in the 1920s and 1930s. The purpose of these concrete arrows was to guide pilots along a designated airmail route, allowing for safe and accurate navigation over the vast deserts of America. The arrows were painted bright yellow and they had distinctive arrow shape, pointing in the direction of the next beacon tower. The transcontinental airway system played a crucial role in the development of airmail services and the growth of aviation in the United States. Many of these concrete arrows can still be found scattered across the American desert today, serving as reminders of the early days of aviation. While some have succumbed to the elements or were dismantled over time, others have been preserved and restored as historical monuments. One of the most amazing things which early human civilization has left us are their writings and drawings, including geoglyphs. These huge designs not only show how they valued art, but they also contain stories of how they lived their daily lives with their rituals and traditions. In 2021, French researchers Carlo and Johann Otheimer shared the discovery with the world of a large new geoglyph in the Thar Desert of Rajasthan, in India. Interestingly, in this regard, they first caught sight of the geoglyph, which was later named the Great Indian Desert Geoglyph, which they found while navigating Google Earth. The geoglyph consists of two geometric figures, which can be described as a giant spiral and snake-shaped figure. It covers an area of 20 acres, and according to the discoveries, the drawing must be only 150 years old. The Casa Grande domes, located in the Arizona desert, are a series of abandoned concrete structures that have gained a reputation as eerie and a popular destination for urban explorers and ghost hunters. Yeah, you heard that right, ghosts. Originally built in the 1980s as a manufacturing facility, the Casa Grande domes were intended for use as an electronics production facility. However, due to financial difficulties and the challenging desert environment, the project was abandoned before it could reach its full potential. The unfinished domes, with their unique and unconventional design, now stands as a haunting reminder of a failed venture. The graffiti-covered walls and broken windows add to the eerie atmosphere and fuel stories of paranormal activity and strange occurrences within the domes. Over the years, rumors and urban legends have circulated. Visitors claim to have experienced unexplainable sounds, apparitions, and a sense of unease while exploring the structures. The domes have become a canvas for artists and photographers, and it's currently illegal to explore the Casa Grande domes. Located in a desert area, the site contains the remains of numerous whale skeletons and raises a mysterious question. How did these marine creatures end up in such an unlikely location? The whale skeletons found in the desert were not the result of a catastrophic event or mass stranding. Instead, it's suspected that these whales once lived in an ancient sea that existed in the area. Evidence suggests that geological shifts and tectonic activity caused the region to undergo significant changes over time. The sea that once covered the area gradually receded, leaving behind a desert landscape. As a result, the whale remains were preserved in the sedimentary layers of the desert. By studying the fossils and conducting radiocarbon dating, scientists have been able to estimate the age of the whale graveyard. These ancient whale remains date back thousands of years. Colemanscop is a ghost town located in the Namib Desert, near the port town of Ludehertz in Namibia. Once a thriving diamond mining settlement in the early 20th century, Colemanscop now stands as a haunting reminder of a bygone era. The town was established in the early 1900s, when diamonds were discovered in the area. It quickly became a bustling center with impressive colonial buildings, a hospital, a casino, and even a bowling alley. The wealth generated by diamond mining attracted people from diverse backgrounds, including German architects who designed the town in the architectural style of the time. As the diamonds began to run out, the town's population declined, and it was eventually abandoned in the 1950s. Visitors to Colemanscop can explore the decaying structures and imagine the lives of those who once called this place home. The interiors of some of the buildings still contain remnants from the past, with furniture, pianos, and other artifacts offering a glimpse into the city's former glory. Google Earth is an app that people have used over the years to discover many amazing things on our planet. It's easy to use just by pointing and zooming in on your phone, but someone had once found a secret base in the middle of the Sahara. It was in a desert in Eerie, in northern Niger, near the Libyan border. Its secrecy was enhanced by the barbed wire fences and landmines, which can be seen in the photo. However, it was later revealed that the secret base was not a secret at all, and that it was actually a French military airfield named Aerodrome Mendum. Today, it's still fully operational. This base is said to have been built in 1931 as a French colonial port, and it's now a border post to properly control traffic between Niger and Libya. The Bom Jesus ship, a Portuguese vessel from the early 16th century, is an extraordinary archaeological discovery found in the desert near Namibia. Or so we think. The ship, presumed to be en route to India, sank off the coast of Africa and remained lost for over 500 years, until it was remarkably rediscovered in 2008. The Bom Jesus ship, often referred to as the Diamond Ship due to the cargo it carried, transported a precious cargo of gold, silver, and over 20,000 diamonds when it sank. The desert environment played a crucial role in preserving the ship and its cargo. The dry, arid conditions prevented the ship from decaying, leading to the remarkable preservation of artifacts and treasures. The recovery operation unearthed a wealth of historical artifacts, including navigation, instruments, ceramics, and personal items belonging to the crew. In a remote area of the Sahara Desert, scientists have made an extraordinary discovery: a piece of protoplanet that is older than Earth. This remarkable meteorite, named Urk-Chech-002, provides a rare insight into the early stages of planet formation. It's believed that the meteorite originates from the crust of an ancient protoplanet, a celestial body that serves as a building block for planets. The volcanic nature of the meteorite makes it a significant find, as it's the oldest known lava to have fallen on Earth. Researchers have determined that it crystallized into a solid form approximately 4.566 billion years ago, making it the oldest known piece of crust ever discovered. Its age surpasses that of any other known meteorites, including NWA 11119. Besides its age, the meteorite stands out for its unique composition. With a crust primarily consisting of andesite rock, it differs from the more common basaltic composition found in volcanic regions on Earth. The presence of such andesitic crusts in asteroids and protoplanets during the early stages of the solar system suggests their abundance at that time. However, they have become exceedingly rare over billions of years due to subsequent collisions in the universe. Because of the way hyenas are often depicted in movies like The Lion King, many of us think these wild animals as vicious beasts. But according to ecologists, hyenas play an important role in nature as scavengers or carcass cleaners. However, there's also a real reason why they are not very popular. Farmers believe that these animals harm their livestock. This is why they hunt hyenas a lot. Of the 4 remaining hyena species, the population of the brown hyena is the most endangered. Brown hyenas, also called beach wolves, are also common in deserts. The main reason for their declining numbers is the hunting of them by humans. They're often captured not only because they are thought to be cattle thieves, but also because their body parts are often used for rituals and medicine. To find dragons, we just had to look somewhere we didn't expect. Usually, myths of fire-breathing and fortune-telling creatures originate from European or Asian origins. If dragons ever existed, one supposedly flew to Africa and met its end there. These are allegedly the remains of a 30-foot or 9-meter-long dragon in the desert of Mauritania, West Africa. That this isn't actually a dragon, but rather a giant, unknown, extinct species of snake. Snakes in the desert regions are typically adapted to survive in arid environments. But there's no known record of giant snakes residing here. If true, that's only slightly less unsettling. In a fascinating discovery in the Peruvian desert, a bizarre mummified hand with 3 fingers was unearthed in a tunnel. The hand, which had a distinctive mummified appearance, features 3 elongated fingers, approximately 8 inches or 20 centimeters long. Upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that this hand is unlike any other known human or animal appendage. Its unusual characteristics have experts questioning its origin and purpose. The discovery of this enigmatic hand opens up a world of possibilities regarding ancient civilizations, unknown species, or even extraterrestrial life. Located in the small town of Tonopah, Nevada, the Clown Motel is one of the creepiest hotels in the world. The Clown Motel stands out with its striking exterior, adorned with colorful clowns, painting, and memorabilia. The lobby features an extensive collection of clown dolls, masks, and photos, creating an atmosphere that many find both fascinating and unsettling. The motel's clown theme can be traced back to its original owner, who was an avid collector of clown-related items. Over time, the collection grew, and the motel became a haven for all things clown-related. While some find the Clown Motel intriguing, others find it disturbing or even terrifying. Its proximity to the Tonopah Cemetery, known for its eerie legends and reputation, adds to the motel's mysterious allure. The Mongolian Deathworm is a creepy creature, and although many people believe in its existence, it's never really been photographed or studied up close. The Mongolian Deathworm is a 1.5-meter worm that is claimed to have lived in the Gobi Desert. How a simple worm got such a gruesome name is based on the claim that it has a toxic spit. This is said to be powerful enough to corrode metal or cause high electric shocks, which can put an adult human into an eternal sleep. The worm was first described by American paleontologist Roy Chapman Andrew. This researcher of fossils wrote about the deathworm in the 1926 book entitled On the Track of the Ancient Man. In it, he wrote he had heard the Mongolian Prime Minister say, "It's shaped like a sausage about 60 centimeters long, has no head or legs, and is so poisonous that the mere touching of the worm means instant death." Do you believe the Mongolian deathworm exists? In 2016, National Geographic discovered a giant prehistoric crocodile in the Tunisian desert that would have weighed at least 6,600 pounds or 3,000 kilograms. It would have been a top predator in the world's oceans 130 million years ago and measured over 33 feet or 10 meters in length. Its skull alone is more than 5 feet or 152 centimeters long. And the strangest part? What the fossil told them. This extinct, previously unknown crocodile died a whopping 25 million years later than what had been expected, defying all expectations. Believe it or not, they discovered 20 new species in this uncharted part of the Tunisian desert. Can you imagine coming face to face with this giant prehistoric crocodile? These mummies date back thousands of years before the famous Egyptian mummies, making them among the oldest internationally preserved remains ever found. The Chincho people who lived between 5000 and 1500 BC developed a complex mummification process that included both adults and children. They were first documented in 1917 by the German archaeologist Max Uhl. The mummies were created using an intricate technique involving the removal of internal organs, reinforcing the body with sticks, and covering it with clay-like substance. What makes the Chincho mummies particularly fascinating is the level of detail and individualization in the preservation. Each mummy was carefully crafted with facial features, hairstyles, and even clothing accurately reproduced. During the dry seasons, the southwestern desert of Tunisia is often extremely dry. The heavens then seem to forget to send rain for a long period of time. But in the year 2014, something incredible happened in this desert. Many call it a miracle. 3 shepherds were walking in the heat of the sun when they came across a turquoise-colored lake in the desert. They had never seen it before, as if it just had fallen from the sky, because it was only 25 kilometers from the city of Gafsa. The locals called this miraculous lake the Lake of Gafsa. It was about 20 meters deep, and soon both surrounding residents and tourists were exploring the lake or taking a dip in its refreshing waters. However, whether the lake was always there and how it was ever created still remains a mystery. Where film enthusiasts, nature lovers, and those seeking a unique cinematic adventure come together. The concept of the seventh art cinema in the Sinai Desert combines the allure of cinema with the expansive landscapes of desert regions. This unique film experience elevates the act of watching movies to a higher level by screening films in outdoor settings amidst the desert. The screenings can take place during the day or at night, but according to the stories, it's said to be abandoned nowadays, which adds another level of creepiness. Could you imagine people discovering this place hundreds of thousands of years from now? In 1923, filmmaker Cecil B. DeMille chose the Guadalupe de Pomo Dunes along the central coast of California as the location for the iconic film set of the Ten Commandments. This film, depicting the biblical story of Moses, is known for its construction of an extensive ancient Egyptian city in the desert. The film set was a technical marvel of its time, covering a vast area and featuring structures such as the Pharaoh's Palace, city gates, and the famous scene of the parting of the Red Sea. It employed thousands of workers and advanced techniques to create the illusion of an ancient civilization. After the filming of the Ten Commandments was completed, the set was abandoned and gradually succumbed to the forces of nature. Over the years, shifting sand dunes buried the structures, preserving them beneath the surface. Decades later, in the 1980s, a group of enthusiasts known as the Moses Film Project rediscovered the remnants of the film set. As you may have learned in your biology class, leaves play a vital role in plants. This is where photosynthesis, or their food production process, takes place. Therefore, plants should grow new leaves as soon as the old leaves have dried out. However, this isn't the case for the Welwitschia plant, which can survive in the desert. This plant is found in one of the driest places on Earth, which is the Namib Desert, in Namibia and Angola. The plant has only 2 leaves its entire life, which grow very slowly. This is a long life, usually about 500 to 600 years, but in some cases, it even reaches 2,000 years old. Due to its unique characteristics, the Welwitschia plant has also amazed many biologists. Number 9. The Chola Cactus is well adapted to the arid desert environments and can thrive in harsh conditions. It serves as a crucial habitat and source of food for various desert animals and insects. Additionally, its vibrant yellow flowers attract pollinators, contributing to the biodiversity of the desert ecosystem. But beware, it can bite. The jumping Chola cactus is found in the southwestern region of the United States and parts of Mexico. It earns its common name from an interesting defense mechanism: its ability to move onto unsuspecting passers. The Chola cactus is covered in clusters of barbs that easily detach from the plant when touched. These barbs have hook-like structures that allow them to attach to clothing and skin and fur, making it appear as though the cactus has latched onto its target. The detached barbs can cause painful injuries if they can penetrate the skin, and they are very difficult to remove. The Colosseum Menmom, located in Luxor, Egypt, are 2 enormous stone statues that have become famous for a phenomenon known as the singing vibrations. These statues, each over 59 feet or 18 meters tall, depict a pharaoh, and were erected around 1350 BC. Visitors to the site have reported a unique experience when the statues are touched by the morning sunlight. The phenomenon has been described as a low hum or a musical tone. In ancient times, it was believed to be the voice of the deceased pharaoh communicating with the gods. The Greeks and Romans also attributed the sounds to supernatural powers. Numerous theories have been proposed to explain the vibrations. Some suggest that the sound is caused by the expansion and contraction of the stone due to temperature fluctuations during the day. Others propose that the seismic activity or the presence of underground water channels may contribute to the phenomenon. Have you ever visited a desert yourself, or would you like to? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos we've made, click one on the screen or take a look at the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.